Welcome back to Vegucation. So we just talked about a lot of ways to help start your best day off the right way. I'm going to give you a little recipe for a nice vegan breakfast.
Vegan breakfast?
Yes.
We just ate breakfast.
I know, and it was great. We actually had acai bowls.
We did.
And I love them.
Which can be controversial for a lot of people. Let me tell you why.
Because it's cold.
No.
It makes your teeth hurt.
Definitely not that.
Okay, what's controversial about acai bowls?
Sugar. What did we just talk about? Sugar.
So, but it's like sugar that occurs naturally in fruit, so.
Yes, but we still want to make sure, right, that we're balancing it out with the fat.
Healthy fat. Put some nuts up in there, some pumpkin seeds.
And if you are having
granola,
a lot of that sugar in the morning, right?
Drink water.
Well, drink water, of course, but do we need to be having a ton of sugar for the rest of the day?
Probably not.
Definitely not. We're going to talk about sugar in a whole nother episode and how much sugar women should be getting daily, men should be getting daily, and kids. So it's just something to look out for. Acai bowls are amazing. I definitely recommend making them at home versus buying them, because a lot of the companies out there are making their own packages of added sugars, added sweeteners.
Unless you know for sure that the place that you are getting your bowl from is organic and they don't do added sugar.
Absolutely.
There's a place locally here that if you want to sweeten your acai bowl, they'll sweeten it with a date. So there's no added sugar.
Best.
I know, I love dates.
I love dates too.
So, and I love going on dates.
I don't love going on dates because that means I have to wear pants that don't stretch. And I'm just not about that life anymore.
You don't even need stretchy pants.
I know I don't need them, but like I just feel free in my 30s, you know? I don't want anything confining me in. Look at this sweater. I can eat in this, I could drink in this, I could carry someone with me. I'm not carrying anyone currently. That is not a sign.
Okay, so we've had our best morning. We're moving into midday. How do we avoid the midday crash? Because I know for me, I wake up really early, I'm running, and like sometimes by like lunchtime, I'm like tired.
Yeah, so what a lot of people do that I hate, so they treat breakfast as small, lunch is small, and then when do they have their biggest meal?
At dinner.
Yes. When do we need the most energy?
In the morning.
Yes, morning. So you want to eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. You want to have the least amount of dinner. I think that's what they call them, like a poor pauper. I don't know.
I thought it was peasant.
I think a peasant's a woman.
Okay.
We digress.
We're going to look that up.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, which is probably a lie to you guys, and I won't lie to you. We're not going to look that up.
No, we're not. We don't care.
You want your dinner to be the smallest. You want lunch and breakfast to be bigger meals because you want that energy to sustain you throughout the day.
Okay.
If you're feeling like you need to have a midday snack, you're probably not doing enough fueling at the beginning of your day.
Gotcha. So one of the ways that you can tell if you have done breakfast correctly is you may not necessarily feel the need to snack before lunch.
Absolutely. And by the time you get to lunch, you're a little bit hungry. But when you make those meals so hearty, it is such a difference in your energy throughout the day versus trying to go small, large.
Okay. So you're not a big fan of snacking?
I'm not a huge fan of snacking, and let me tell you why. So there's an enzyme in our body that gets turned off when we chronically snack. And, you know, our body has to build up stomach acid. So if you are eating constantly, there's not really that much time to build up different stomach acids in your body.
Okay, interesting.
Needs breaks.
Yeah.
It's like a volcano down there.
That sounds a little scary because I don't want nothing in there erupting out of me.
I've been with you when it has. It was not fun.
We're going to move on to a lunch recipe because I can't stand her right now. I love you.
I love bowls for lunch. Those are probably my favorite because you can just mix and match. And you just put a protein, a carb, and vegetables or greens.
Okay, so like rice, arugula, what's a good protein? Tofu?
Tofu, tempeh,
beans,
seitan.
Okay.
Beans are not, unless you're doing lentils, beans are more on the carb side.
Okay.
Are they delicious and nutritious? Yes. But if you're eating a traditional bean, it's going to be more carby than it is protein.
So I like bowls too. I do, I really do. And like for me, I like bowls, I like salads, and a lot of times I'll put a lot of stuff in my salad so that I don't have to have a dressing. But for some reason, for my bowls, I prefer something to kind of like bring it together. So like a sauce or
sure.
something.
Yeah, so my
You feel me, boo?
100%. And my current favorite at our house is a ginger sauce, and it is on my Instagram if you want to look it up.
I love it.
Yeah, but there's so many oil-free sauces. You can just type in on Google oil-free sauce guide, and you'll get 100 that pop up. Make 1 or 2 up at the beginning of the week, and then no matter what you make, you can just drizzle some of that sauce over, and you're good to go.
I like it.
And it is going to pull everything together. And I recommend, switching out if you tend to be similar and you make bowls every week. Great. If you do rice one week, do sweet potatoes the next week. If you do seitan one week, do tempeh the next week. Our microbiome is built up of diversity. So the more diverse that we can get with our diet, the better.
Okay, so I think it might be a myth then that like it's fine to eat the same stuff all the time.
I would call that a myth.
Interesting.
Yes.
So eating the same stuff all the time, it tells your body not
It's
great
not that
stuff.
it tells your body, but we have so many different microorganisms and bugs down here, right? So if you're feeding the rice bug all the time and not any of the quinoa bug,
It's not good.
right, you're going to end up being at an off balance. And people
Okay.
are like, well, just take a probiotic. Well, that doesn't solve everything, folks.
We have so much more for you. We're going to
We
be
do.
right back and talk about later in the day.
See you soon.